Hi everyone, you are welcome back to my channel. This is ICT Made Easy. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe and try to like this video, and you can drop your comment as well. Today what I will be teaching you is web authoring, and that's May June 2021. Then we are starting with web authoring first. Now the first question says you have been supplied with the following source files. All these source files, if you count it, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13, so there are 13 files here. You just have to look for them. Now usually I used to download my file from this website, ICT Made Easy, or sorry, ICT Center. So it contains a lot of past year questions. Now I downloaded the file earlier. It is somewhere here in download, and the question is here. This is the file. The first thing I would like to do here is to extract the file. Then I extract it in the same location here. Then after the file is extracted, these are the files that I need. Then the next question says then the first task is asking me that evidence document, create a new word processor document. Let me just create a new Microsoft Word here. Then the next thing says make sure your name, center name, and candidate number appear on every single page. So what I would like to do here is, okay, let me create a new one. Just as simple as just right click here. Then I'm going to write my name here, Akande Sharif, then my candidate number. Then you can write your center number as well, close header. Now the next part of the question says save this document, this evidence document, in your work area as this. Let me just copy this, then followed by your center number, then followed by your candidate's number. Just as simple as file, save as, then let me save it in the same place, document, this, my center number, whatever it is, then my candidate's number, whatever it is. Then I'm going to save it now. Now the second question says task 2, file management. So you have to read all this, by the way. Then the next one says that create a new folder called BHH. Create a new folder called BHH. Now here in download, let me create a new folder. In my own case, I'm using download folder, by the way. I'm creating a new folder here. I call it BHH. Okay, then what do they want me to do after that? Locate the following files and store them in your BHH folder. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. All these 10 files, I have to look for them and put them inside this BHH. Now this is the earlier folder, right? Then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. All these 10. Anything Microsoft Excel, I mean the spreadsheet document, we don't need it. So let me just copy it. Then let me come back here and download the BHH, then Control V. I just paste it there. Now the next question says display the content of your BHH folder showing the folder name, all file names, extension, then image dimension and file size. Now let me come back here. So basically I think I've changed this one earlier, but usually maybe your own looks like this. So if your own looks like this, you will see that it doesn't show every single thing they are looking for you. They are looking from you. The first thing is, this one is the folder name, BHH. These are the file names. Okay, then this is the type, the extension of the file, and this is the size of the file. Okay, but they are asking you to look for 5 things, not just only 4. So then the last thing you need, you can find it under view, then click on content. All right, here you will see everything is, this one is quite detailed. So as you can easily see the folder name, you can see the file name here, then you can see the type, which is the extension, and you can see the dimension as well, dimension of all the images, they are also here. Then you can see the size, all the 5 things they are looking from you. So all of them, they are here already. Good. So this is what you are going to do, and just take a screenshot like this, then you put it in your evidence file. Just write evidence1, then you paste it there. Now later I'm going to write evidence2, then evidence3. I'm going to put all the evidence files here later. Now the next question, the next one says take a screenshot. Yeah, we have done that. Now the next one says that create in your BHH folder a web page called bhh.htm. Now the easiest way of doing this is, let me just open Microsoft Expression. If you don't have it, you need to download it, Microsoft Expression. Then after you open it, you will see this one is an empty page. Then you need to save it. File, save as. Then I'm going to save it inside that BHH that I just created now. Okay, download, then BHH. Now I have to save it. Now is bhh.htm. Okay, then you save it. Good. Then the next question says this web page must be created using a single table and must work in all browsers. The table must fit 80% of the browser window. So take note, we are going to refer to this one later. And then the table must have a structure as shown in this diagram. So what are the structure? Well, they say this one is quite easy to know. As you can see from here, let me try to reduce this question so that you can see clearly. Look at this. From here, you can see that how many rows do we have? This is row number 1, this is 2, row 3, and row 4. Basically in this table we are having 4 rows. What about the column? This is column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5. So basically in this table you are having 4 rows, then 5 columns. 4 rows and 5 columns. So you pay attention to that. Now let's go back here. Then you click here, table, insert table. Then you are having 4 rows, then 5 columns. Then you press OK. It looks like this. Now what's the next thing? The next thing says A, you have to merge everything. Then the height needs to be 20%. A, you have to merge everything. Just highlight, right click, modify, then you merge the cell. Then the height needs to be, you click on cell property as well. Then the height needs to be 20%. 20. Then don't forget this one is percentage, okay, not in pixel. Then press OK. Now the next thing says B. There's nothing we need to do in B here, but what about this K? 1, 2, 3, we need to merge all those 3 cells as well. This cell, we need to merge them, modify, then merge. Okay, they are merged already. Then we need to merge this one as well according to the equation. 1, 2, 3. Let me look at the equation again. 1, 2, 3 here, F. Then right click, modify, then merge. Good. Now what about the size? Let's quickly talk about the size now. For this one is 20, the width is 20% and height is 20%. The same thing applies to C, D, E, even including F. Though this G, H, I, J, they never mention anything. But simple sense, Cambridge is expecting you to know that since they've already mentioned it for B and G, they have the same size, so which means they share the same property. You just have to know that. So from here, all of them, they have the same dimension. And what is it? Width is 20%, height is is 20% as well. So let me just highlight everything. You can do it at once. Right click, then you come to cell property here, and you can see that their width is 20%, then the height is 20% as well. Then press OK. Good. Then what about the F? F is 20% for the width, but what about the height? The height will be 60 because this one is 20 plus another 20 plus another 20. 20 plus 20 plus 20, that will be 60. So we come back here now in the F, then cell property, and then you can say the width is 20% while the height is 60%. Then press OK. And then the last part of the question is this K. K, the height is 40%, but what do you think the width will be? Of course 20% is 60 because 20 plus 20 plus 20, and that will be 60. I believe you know where I get 20 from here. This one is 20, right? You know, we just talked about it here. This is 20, this is 20 as well, and this is 20 as well. So automatically the width for this K, because they've already joined 3 cells together, is 60. So Cambridge, they never tell you, but you know, you just have to figure out, you just have to figure it out yourself. Now height here is 40%, while the width will be 60. Now for this, right click, cell property, width is 60 in percentage, while the height is 40 in percentage. Don't forget. Then press OK. Good. The next part of the question says each table cell is identified with a letter. Some dimensions are shown. This must be set as percentage values and not in pixel. Yeah, we've done that in percentage, not in pixel. So the cell content shown in the diagram must not appear in your final web page, which means don't write A, B, C, D in your work. Don't write A here or something like that. Then table border must not appear on the final page. Okay, which means you don't do anything about the table border. How? Of course, you can just click on the table, right click, you see table property. Anything that has to do with table is table property. Anything that has to do with cell is cell property. So table border, you can just change it to 1 or 2 or whatever, but the question says don't change anything. It's supposed to be 0, so just leave it as 0 it is. Now this question says the next, and that's your 10 marks. You know, it's very easy. You just click and you can claim your 10 marks. Now question 3 says set the title of the web page to Bali Holiday Homes homepage. Okay, let me just copy this. Quite easy. So set the title of the homepage. Okay, okay, homepage. Then you need to click. Can you see this design, split, code? You need to click on the code. Then you will see title here. So just to remove this untitled something and just paste this one there, Bali Holiday. You paste it there. Come back to design view. As simple as that. Then set the name of the default target window to _self. How do you do this? Quite easy. Just click anywhere, right click. Can you see page property? Okay, and then you will see default target. Then which default target they want? The first one, _. If they want top, then you choose top. If they want _blank, you choose blank. If they want this, but in this question, so they are looking for _self, so you choose the first one. Okay, again, right click, page property, then you choose this one. You click here, default target, and you choose the first one. All right, don't forget. Then the next one says place in cell A. What do we place there? J2131 logo. Good. Then in cell A, this is cell A. Then how do you place? Just click on insert picture from file, J logo. You need to look for logo now. Logo, where is it? Okay, this one. Then you click on insert. Then you need to write alternate text. Don't forget, this is one mark on its own. You need to write alternate text because it's logo. Wow, this is quite big. Well, they are going to ask you to do something about it later, so no worries about that. Okay, then in B, the image J2131BHH1, they want us to put it in B. You just have to be very careful that you choose the right cell. Okay, you shouldn't lose marks because of this, because it's quite easy. If it is 10 marks or 20 marks, you can get your 20 marks here. Don't lose marks. BHH1 image. Okay, done. Now in cell C, they want us to put something in cell C. That would be insert picture, then BHH2, insert BHH2 image. Is it compulsory you put image? No, really. Just write the name of that image. BHH2 should be enough. All right, then that's cell BC. Now in cell D, let me go back to the question. Cell D, we need to put BHH3. Good. In cell D, we are now in cell D, insert picture, this one, BHH3 is here, put it there, BHH3 image. Then in cell E, insert picture, then BHH4 this time, BHH4 image. Okay, then I think the last one, which is cell F. Oh, this is quite small but it's okay. In cell F, we have to put the last one, insert, then from file, jungle. Okay, jungle image. Okay, then everything looks like this. It's extremely big. Okay, let's look at the next question. They are going to ask us to modify it, by the way. So the next question says, place inline style attribute into the HTML so that each image fits the width of the table cell with its aspect ratio maintained. Okay, how do we do this? Okay, but before we do this question, lest I forget, so if you come to this question, you will see that the question actually says that the table must fit 80% of the browser, right? So which means before we continue, we just have to design split code, right? You have to come here, you have to specify that the width of the table should be 80%, so not 100%, because the question clearly says that. Okay, then the next thing, this one, let's now proceed with this question. So let me go back here. So let me start from here. We said that the first image is here, right? This is the first tr table row. So the first image, which is the logo, we put is here. So what we need to do here is you need to put a style here, because the question says inline style. You need to put a style here, then you say style equal, okay, style equal what, then width should be 100%. But since the question already said that it maintains the aspect ratio, when something maintains the aspect, okay, this is not supposed to be here, this is supposed to be here by mistake. Now if something maintains aspect ratio, it means that automatically when you specify the width, the height will be specified automatically. If the width is 100%, height automatically it will be maybe 80 or something like that. If you reduce the width to be 70, so the height will be something else. So that's what they mean by maintain aspect ratio. So what you do now, you can just copy it for this and you copy it for the rest of the image. You copy, you just remove the width you have there. Don't forget, don't make mistake here, just make sure that you copy it for the rest of the image, so that all of them they take 100% of the size of the cell. You know, the size of the cell has been defined, by the way. So what we are saying here is we want this image to take 100% of this size, 20 by 20. That's what we are saying basically. Okay, and this style at this. Okay, excellent. Just as simple as this. These are the images, 5 images we import, or 6 images we imported earlier. Now what's the next question? The next question says add appropriate alternate text to all the images. We have done that. Then place in cell G the text combat. In cell G, let me go back to design view. It's quite easy. Then you can just scroll down here. This cell G, right? I believe EFG, cell G. Then in cell H, we need to put larger. Cell H, you can just write it out. Where is it? Okay, somewhere here we put larger. Then the next cell, cell I, secluded. Cell I, and then we put secluded. Where is it? Actually, because the size of the cell are quite big for now, so I think it's quite easy just to do it directly from here. So this one, you remember what was the first thing I need to put here? Compact. Here, just do it directly from here, compact. Then here you need to put larger. Then here you need to put secluded, and the last one here you need to put with a view. Okay, with a view. Yeah, simple. So you can just do it directly from here if it's a bit difficult to do in design view. Now, so the next question says apply style H2 to all the text. Style H2 to all the text, which means the first one here, just click here, then you come here and you apply style H2. Then you come to next one, larger, H2. Then you come to next one, secluded, H2. Then this one, H2 as well. Then the next question says place in cell K the content of the file J213. Okay, I have to open this, the content of this file, this one, J213. Let me just open it. Okay, copy paste, Ctrl C. Then let me go back here in cell K. Which one is cell K, by the way? I think I have to go back to the question and quickly see. Okay, the last one here, cell K, this one. Okay, cell K, where is it? Okay, well, as I told you earlier, you can just come here. This is cell K because it's the one that we merge. Column span is the one that we merge. In between of this, just delete this one and you put the content of that file, you put it there. Then the next question says this one, apply paragraph style to this text. Let's come back here, paragraph style. Just click here and you click on paragraph. Simple. Now the next question says enter in cell L the letter last edited by cell L, let me quickly check. Okay, this one, cell L, last edited by. Then I come back here, design view. I believe that's the last one. I'm here already. Then this is the last TD, so we close that one. So this is the last one, last edited by. Then the question says, on a new line below this, place your name, center number, and candidate number. On a new line below this, enter the text, contact BHH. Okay, so the first thing is you need to, let me come back to design view, last edited by. Then on a new line you enter your name, center number, then candidate number. Then on a new line you copy this. Now then apply style H3 to all the text in L. So all of them, no, not this. Okay, this one, or this one, apply H3 to them. Good. Then the next one says, create a hyperlink from the text contact BHH to open the web page, this one, in a new browser called underscore. Okay, this is quite easy to do. So when you see a question like this, contact BHH, now you highlight this, then after that you right click, you click on hyperlink. Then after that you have to choose the which one, j211 contact.htm, the htm contact. Okay, this one, no, okay, this. Then you need to click on the target frame. It needs to be underscore blank. Yes, this one, underscore blank. Press OK, then you press OK. That's all. You see what I did, right? Just highlight. Oh, my computer is hanging, I think. Here, highlight, right click, then hyperlink. Then after that you choose the web page they want you to link into, then target frame, then you choose this. Just very simple process. Then the next question says, attach the style sheet to this web page, then save your web page. So how do we attach the style sheet? Very easy. Can you see this one? Attach style sheet. Click here, then you can choose the style sheet from where? Yeah, from your folder. This one, this is style sheet. Then click open, press OK. Good. Just as simple as this. Then they ask you to save it. You can just click here straight away to save. Then what's the next thing to do? Now open and edit the style that you just attached now to meet the following specification. Okay, then in that case, let me just click here. Can you see this? This is style sheet that you just attached. Double click. Now let us edit this style sheet. Now what we have here is now, I don't think it's correct, but let's look at the question first. Now the first question says, set the background for the web page so that it has a color with R, blue component, red component, and green component. The first thing is, whenever they are talking about the background, the first thing that will come to your mind is they are talking about what we call it, body. Okay, they are talking about body. So you will see there is nothing like a body here. Then you just have to create it. You write body, then call bracket. Don't forget, this is just the usual practice. So you write body. Automatically the question will not tell you that, but anything they are talking about background, either is background image or background color, then you have to put the selector needs to be body. Okay, background color. What happened to background color? I've done a lot of videos on this, by the way, on this CSS. You can try to watch my videos. So on CSS, I did almost 5 different videos on this. Then you remember RGB, which means R come first, R component come first. So you start with hashtag, then red is 21, then you type 21, then what is the green component? 2F, then you type 2F, then what is blue component? 36, then you type 36. Simple. You just need to follow this format: RGB, R come first, followed by green, followed by blue. This is the first thing. The second thing, you've done this. Yeah, very easy. This one says set the background for the web page so that the image, or they also ask you to put image there. This image J2131. Okay, you need to copy the name of this image. So which means you come back here, semicolon, then you type background. The good thing is it's even suggested for you, background image. You type URL. You can even choose it directly from here. Wow, so nice. Okay, but I won't do that. Just type URL, then quotation, and you close. What's the name of the image? This is the name of the image. Then is there anything they want you to do under this before you continue? Set the background for the web page so that the image, we've done this, is placed in only the top left corner of the window. Top left, top left. So what do you need to do here? Which means you need to say background position. Yeah, it's suggested here. Background position is even suggested for you. Left, top. Wow, I like this. It's suggested for you guys. Now what's the next thing? They never talk about the background repeat or whatsoever, so I will silent about that for now. Now the next one says set the font for style H1, H2 and H3, and for the paragraph style. Okay, which means H1, H2, H3, all of them, they share the same property. H1, comma, H2, comma, H3, comma, paragraph, then call bracket. For your information, we represent P, we represent paragraph with P. Okay, then what is that property all of them share? For the paragraph style, so that the browser selects and display the font, this one, San Francisco, which means you come here, font style, font family, right? Font family. What is the font family? This one, but since this is 2 words, so you need to put it in quotation. Okay, the paragraph, they use this font. Then after that, what's the next thing? If this one is not available, the browser select and display the font Calibre. Mind your spelling, guys. So that's why I'm just copying directly from here, but in your own case you will be writing, so make sure you write them correctly. So Calibre, comma, then if it is not available, if Calibre is not available, then the browser should display its default sans serif. You see the way they write their sans serif? Sans serif. Simple. These are the things they want you to do. You know, it's quite easy. Now the next question says set the paragraph style. Set the paragraph style so the text is fully justified. Okay, now this one is going to be only for paragraph. Oh, I think it's already mentioned here. P stands for paragraph. So they only mention only one property, which is color is white, but they want you to put more. Text align. Text align. What is text align? Justify. It's already just suggested for in here. It's fully justified with 12 point font, which means font size. Then we have font size. Can you see? Font size is 12 pt. 12 pt. That this is done as well. And the last one, right align all table in the browser window. Right align all tables in the browser window. How do you right align all tables in the browser? The table is already here. So border is 1 pixel solid, this border collapse, this one, so border separate. But don't forget, I think they said that for the border it should be 0. Do you remember when the question said that there shouldn't be any border? Somewhere here. Do I have to scroll up? La ilaha illallah. Okay, somewhere here you see the question says that the cell content shown in the diagram must not appear. Table border must not appear on the pine. The question already talked about this earlier. Yeah, that's how Cambridge works, by the way. They want to confuse you, but you just have to pay attention to all those small things. So from here, which means for the border you have to change it to 0. Then for TD you have to change it to 0 as well. Then I think I want to do one thing earlier. This one say right aligned. So how do you do right align here? From here, I think right align all tables. It should be right align all the tables in the browser. So then in that case, you can say that margin left. We used to use margin left or margin right for this purpose. Just come to the table, you say margin, whichever you use, either it's margin right or left. The most important thing is it is automatic, which means it's going to give the margins from the right and left is going to be automatic. Yeah, I believe that's all what they want you to do. Then this one says add your name, center number, and country number as a comment. Of course, they always ask you to do this. Just come, then slash star, then you write your name. This is how to put comments in CSS. Then star again, then slash. Oh, sorry, you have to write your center number and candidate number. So don't forget, guys. Center number and candidate number, just as simple as this. Then that's all I believe. Now take a screenshot. So add your name, we've done this. Then all color code must be displayed in hexadecimal, we've done this. Then this one says take a screenshot to show the file name and all the contents of your style sheet. So we need to take a screenshot for this. Of course, how examiner will know that you have done this? You need to take a screenshot. Then you come to your evidence file, then you paste it there. Okay. Then what's the next question? Then take a screenshot, we've done this. Then place this screenshot in your evidence document, we've done this. Display the web page in your browser if necessary. Resize it so that you can show all this one. Now let us show it in the web browser now. Let's show it in the web browser. You click on file. Oh, sorry, before you do that, you need to save it, by the way. You need to save your CSS, okay? Then if you haven't saved this one, you need to save it as well. Then let's view this one in the browser now. File, open in the browser. I'm using Google Chrome in my own. Okay, and then from here, sorry, I just try to view this one in the browser. It doesn't look nice. Look at it. So first okay, let me quickly fix this. Can you see the background? The background is repeated many times. So this doesn't look professional, which means I have to come back to CSS. I need to write background background repeat. Background repeat. Then I need to say no repeat. even though the question never say anything about background repeat or no background, you will see, but automatically, whenever you are given something like this of background image, so if the question is silent about the background repeat, then you have to write it. Automatically, you need to know that. You need to write it. So if I save it now, let me save it. Then another thing, if you look at those images, you will see all these images, they are quite long. Why are they long like this? It doesn't look nice at all. Let me quickly go back here. What goes wrong? Okay, you click here. Oh, I can see. Look at my images. Can you see? Image height. Why do I have to, since I've already specified it earlier, I don't need to mention the height again. I don't know where all this height come from, by the way, but it's okay. At least I can figure it out and just delete all this height of the image, because I've already specified 100% with aspect ratio earlier, if you remember. Okay, I believe it should be okay now. So let me save it. Let me save my CSS as well. Let's view it again in the browser. Sorry, HTML. View in the browser, Google Chrome. What happened? Yeah, it looks better now. Wow, it looks better now. So the question now says that we need to screenshot this one and put it in our, or what does the question says? I think that's the last part of it. Display the web page in your browser, if necessary, resize it so that all the page can be seen. Then after that, then the background image is fully visible. Then after that, we have to screenshot it and display it. Let me come back here. Let me just Control minus on my keyboard so that everything is fully visible. Then I have to screenshot it. Then I have to put it in my evidence file. Okay, then the last part of the question, this is also very important, which is evidence 4. Is the question says the source code, your HTML source code. So there are a few ways of doing this. You can just screenshot this one as well into 2 places. Just screenshot the first one, then you screenshot the second part. Or if you don't want to do that, you can just select everything and you just copy and you paste it here. So either of the 2 you do, then there is no issue. Okay, see you guys. This video is a bit longer. Then I'm going to do the Microsoft Excel. That's the second part of this paper. I'm going to do it in another video. So thank you for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Bye, see you.
ICT textbook is boring, right? Do you believe it's too voluminous, containing a lot of information? Even if you read it 1 million times, you might still not be able to answer a GCSE questions correctly. We have a solution for you. We have created all-in-one IGCSE summary slides for each chapter. It covers the whole curriculum. We present it in a concise manner, all you need to be an A-star student. The slide is well prepared by an ICT Cambridge examiner. After each topic, we provide GCSE-related questions with answers. Download now. www.ictmadeeasy.com